Okay, good evening all. This is second session of the day. We have already completed till 8.5. There are total 6 points in our lesson, 6 subtopics, out of which we have completed 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So today's topic is going to be the last subtopic, and that is going to be uniform circular motion. So we have to understand what is circular motion, but we are not going to go in detail about circular motion because you already know what is circular motion. Motion which is circular in nature, that is ठीक है, something like a circle. That kind of motion is called a circular motion. What we are interested in this subtopic is what is uniform circular motion. We are not interested in circular motion, that you already know. What we are interested is in what is uniform circular motion. What is the meaning of the word uniform here? So all those things and how to calculate speed and distance in circular motion, that formula also we are going to see. Okay, formula for circular motion. So those things we are going to discuss. So let us start. So today's topic is 8.6 uniform circular motion, last subtopic. Okay. Now there are various concepts in this particular subtopic. So try and relax and just understand what I'm trying to say. So first thing we are going to deal today is how to change velocity. Okay, is it possible to change velocity and how to change it? Okay. So there are different ways in which we can change a velocity. So for example, what we'll take? We'll take an example that velocity of a body is 25 meter per second in east direction. So I have mentioned speed and I have mentioned direction. So that means I have mentioned velocity. Okay, 25 meter per second in east direction. Now, if I want to change this velocity, you already know velocity is a vector quantity. That means it has magnitude and it has direction. Now, if you want to change the value of 25 meter per second in each direction, this velocity, you can do it in three ways. You can just change the magnitude, or you can change the direction, or you can change both magnitude and direction. For example, if I just change magnitude, so that would be what? Yeah, I am changing 25 to 30. Okay, I just have changed magnitude. I have not changed direction. I have kept it east only. 30 meter per second in east. Or I can change the direction. What I am doing is I have kept the speed constant 25 meter per second, but what I have changed is direction. So I can also change direction and this velocity will change. Or the third case is that I can change both. I can change magnitude also and I can change direction also. So there are three ways in which velocity can be changed. Either you change magnitude, either you change direction, or you either change both magnitude also and direction also. Okay, it is your choice. So you can change magnitude or direction or both to change the velocity. So our final conclusion is what? How to change velocity? By changing magnitude or by changing direction or by magnitude and direction. Okay, you can change both or you can just change one of the things, either magnitude or either direction. Even if one of these value changes, velocity will change. Okay, if magnitude changes, velocity will change. If direction changes, then also velocity changes. Okay, that is the conclusion of the subtopic. That if any of these values change, velocity will change. Okay, that's a simple conclusion. Okay. Now we have to see whether circular motion is accelerated. Okay. Main subtopic. So in the exam, generally this question is generally asked that is circular motion accelerated? What is the meaning of this question? They are asking in circular motion, is acceleration present or not? That is what they're asking. Is acceleration present in circular motion? So we will answer this properly, but first we will go with some examples. Now take this example. Okay, we have a rectangular track. Okay, this is a track means what? Which sports people use. Okay, athlete people. So you must have seen, like, we must suppose in this example this is a rectangular track. Okay, so an athlete, suppose moving on this particular track. Let us take from this point the athlete is running. Okay, he has to run in four directions: 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a rectangular track. So let me start. So this particular athlete is running from one point to another. Okay? Then he has gone downside. Then he is going to go to the left side and again to the upside. Okay? So how many directions he has to change? This is east direction. This is south direction. This is west direction, and this is north direction. So that means how many vertex this particular rectangle has? Vertex means corners, or you can say points. So vertex means what? Points, or suppose let us say corners. So number of vertex rectangular has is 4. You can see I have represented them with blue circles. These blue circles are nothing but vertex or points or corners of this track. ठीक है, how many points it has? 4. ठीक है, 4 vertex it has, 4 points. And what about direction? How many times the athlete had to change his direction? 4 times. ठीक है, so I will write down number of times direction was changed. So how many times that person changed its direction? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 times that person changed his direction. ठीक है. Now what we'll do is we will take one more complex figure as compared to rectangle. We'll make it hexagonal track. ठीक है. Initially it was what? A rectangle, 4 sides. Now I am taking hexagon. Hexagon means what? 6 sides. ठीक है, hex. Now I am going to take one initial point. So let me take this. This is the initial point. Now I am again going to ask my athlete, my sports person to run on this track. ठीक है. So he has started running. So he is running one side, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth, and then sixth. Again came back to its original position. ठीक है. Now according to us, how many corners it has? This is a hexagonal figure. ठीक है. How many vertex or points it has? How many points? How many vertex? 6 vertex. ठीक है. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have highlighted them with blue circles. These blue circles, how many those are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number of vertex or number of points are 6. That we know. What about direction? How many times this particular our athlete, our sports person had to change its direction? कितनी बार direction change किया? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many times it changes direction? 6 times. Number of times direction was changed was 6 times. ठीक है. Now let us compare what we have studied right now. ठीक है. So initially the diagram was a rectangular track, because of which the points were 4 and the direction change was also 4. In the next track it was hexagonal. Number of points it was 6, and how many times the direction was changed? 6. Now from this activity what we are going to understand is, if points are increased, if whatever the figure we are talking about, if in that particular 2D figure, if we increase the number of points, number of times the direction has to change is also increases. What increases? If we increase the number of points, number of times direction has to be changed will increase. You can see I have changed the number of value 4 to 6. I have changed from rectangular to hexagon. So as soon as I increase these points, I have also got increase in the number of times direction had to change. मतलब जितने बार your sides will increase, जितने भी points increase होंगे, in the same way direction number will also increase. ठीक है. Direction will increase as soon as your points are increasing. So give me response in chat box. Have you understood that? As soon as we are increasing number of points, we have to increase number of direction. This particular value is going to change. ठीक है. Understood this point? That number of times direction was changed will also increase if points will increase. Very simple. ठीक है. Now what we are going to do is, in place of rectangle or hexagon, we are going to take circle. We'll take circle now and apply our same logic. So what we are taking is a circle. So in place of rectangle or hexagon, we are taking circle. So now let us do one thing. We'll take initial point. ठीक है. We will keep our athlete here, and again we will ask our sports person, ठीक है, to run on this track. ठीक है. So it is going to run on this track. ठीक है, run on this track. But you already know what is the definition of a circle, which you have learned in your 7th and 6th and 8th grade. That circle is nothing but a collection of infinite points. ठीक है. मतलब at least you know there is how many points a rectangle has? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hexagon 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But definition which was given to you in your circle in mathematics, it was something like this: that circle has many points on its particular line. ठीक है. So this particular line, this boundary of the circle, it has various infinite points. ठीक है. So whenever I'm asking this athlete to run, so definitely what? It has so many points on it. Circle is made up of infinite points. So I have shown number of points here. So how many points this particular circle has, or vertex? It generally doesn't have vertex. Vertex are nothing but only for suppose corners. But for our understanding, we will say no, vertex. ठीक है. Actually, vertex is not used for circle, but we'll just use it. So how many points it has? Infinite points. You can see infinite points are available on this circle. ठीक है. Now, if points are infinite, can we say that direction suppose will also increase? ठीक है, you have already seen in the example that if vertex increases, points increase, direction also increases, number of time direction change also increases. So agar if that has become infinite, points are becoming infinite, so that means direction will also become infinite. Can we say that number of times direction was changed will also become infinite? Utne direction honge, because each point will give you different direction. Each point will give you different direction. Okay, I will just highlight. Suppose I will take 4 circles on it and I will highlight the direction. You can see for the 4 circles which I have selected, I have taken direction of them, and each is showing different direction. This is showing north, this is showing east, this is showing south, and this is west. And other circles will also have their own direction. Every circle has their own direction here, every point on this circle. So number of times direction has to change is infinite. That means if you run on this track, if you are running on this track, if each time your direction will change, हर एक बार direction change होगी. Why? Because the circle has infinite points, hence direction change will also be infinite. So give me response in chat box. Have you understood this? That on a circle, direction will change infinite times because points available on circle are infinite. Very simple concept. Okay, not that much hard, just a simple understanding of your mathematics. That circle is a collection of points, infinite points. In the same way, direction change will also be infinite. Okay, now we have understood this logic. Okay, that's in circle, direction changes infinitely. Now let us use that. We have to answer this question. No, that in circular motion, is circular motion accelerated? Is circular motion accelerated? Now, we will be discussing this point wise. Okay, so give me response in chat box, one after the another, and one statement I will say, and just I will ask you whether you agree with it or not. The first statement I am writing is direction changes again and again. I am writing down answer for this question. Is circular motion accelerated? This is most important question. Okay, it is going to be asked in the exam. Direction changes again and again. Agreed with this statement? Yes. What about the second statement? Focus on the second statement. Second statement is velocity changes again and again. Okay, this is second statement. Velocity changes again and again. Why I have written this after this? Because we already have seen in our first slide that velocity can be changed either by changing magnitude or by changing direction or changing both. So if direction is changing again and again, velocity will also change. If direction you are changing from point to point, so definitely your velocity is also changing. Agreed? Okay. Now if velocity is changing, okay, what is the next quantity we get from velocity is acceleration. If direction changes, velocity will change because velocity is vector quantity. And if velocity is changing, acceleration will also change because acceleration is nothing but what? Rate of change of velocity. If your velocity changes, acceleration will also change. Acceleration changes again and again. If direction changes again, velocity changes again and again. And if velocity changes, acceleration will also change. Agreed? That acceleration will change again and again. Okay. And answer to our question is circular motion accelerated? Yes, it is. As this circular motion, we already have seen that if direction changes, velocity changes, and then acceleration will also change for circular motion. That simply means that our circular motion is accelerated. What is the answer for this question? Circular motion is accelerated. What is the meaning of this? That any body which is going through circular motion has acceleration. Whatever body is going through circular motion has acceleration. Okay. Now I will ask you one important question on based on this that is generally asked in the exam. In circular motion, acceleration is changing because of what? Acceleration is changing because of what? What exactly are you changing because of which acceleration is changing? Whether it is magnitude, whether it is direction, or whether it is magnitude plus direction. Your answer should be what? Give me response in chat box. What should be the answer? Out of all the three, magnitude, direction, or magnitude plus direction, what should be changed so as to get acceleration in circular motion? Okay, Tanmay is the first one to give a correct answer. Yes, correct. Direction, Bhausar, correct. Urjit, direction, Samruddhi, correct. Aditya, velocity is not going to be there. You have to understand that acceleration changed because of direction, not the velocity. Okay, that was just intermediate. In the exam, they're just focused on how you are changing that acceleration, whether it is due to magnitude, whether it is due to direction, or whether it is due to magnitude plus direction. The answer is what? Direction only. Okay? Even though velocity is correct, but that is not the answer we're looking for. Okay? Perfect answer is what? Due to direction. Now let us go for the next thing. We have to suppose, let's say, numericals will be asked in the exam based on circular motion. We will see examples also based on circular motion, but first we will see formula. Okay, there is a separate formula for circular motion. So that is a speed formula and distance formula. So let us see what are those formulas. So I will take my circle again. Let us say the radius of the circle is r. Okay, radius of the circle is r. And if suppose my body is traveling from one point to the another point, okay, one point to the another point. So this particular is the athlete. Again, he is, suppose, let's say, moving around this circle. So it has completed one circle. We just want to know how much distance it has traveled. So you already know. How can we calculate this particular distance? This is what? Circumference of the circle, boundary region of the circle is what? Called as what? Circumference. So distance traveled by this particular athlete is nothing but circumference of the circle. And you are knowing this formula from your 7th grade. Formula for circumference of circle is nothing but what? 2 pi r. So in circular motion, distance can be calculated with the formula 2 pi r. Distance has to be calculated with 2 pi r. Okay? That is the formula. What about speed? Okay, how to calculate speed in circular motion? Now you already know basic formula for speed is what? Distance by time. Okay, that is the basic formula. But you already have calculated value of distance here. What is the formula for distance in circular motion? That is 2 pi r. So this, in space of speed, I will write down v. In place of time, I will write down t. In place of distance, I will write down 2 pi r, because distance covered in circular motion is circumference. So the formula will become v is equal to, v is what? Velocity, that is speed. So speed is equal to distance की जगह पे क्या लिखेंगे? 2 pi r, that is circumference. And what about time? We will write down t. So these are the two formulas which you need to use for solving circular motion numericals. What is the first formula? Distance is equal to 2 pi r, because any distance traveled on circular motion would be 2 pi r. That is the circumference. And what about velocity? That is speed. Speed will be equal to distance by time, that is 2 pi r by t. All you need is the value of r. If you are asking me, sir, what to put the value of pi here, so by default you have to take it 22 by 7, but even if you take 3.14, it is up to you. Answer would be same. Okay, you can take it 22 by 7 or you can take it 3.14. It's up to you. Pi value. Okay. So give me response in chat box. Have you understood the change in the formulas we have done for calculating distance and velocity? Okay. Aditya, what are you asking? How acceleration change in circular motion? And we just have seen, no, that in circular motion direction always changes, and if direction changes, velocity will change, and if velocity change, acceleration will also change. Very simple. डायरेक्शन की वजह से वेलोसिटी चेंज होता है, वेलोसिटी की वजह से एक्सेलरेशन चेंज होता है. वेरी सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट. ओके, नाउ विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट एग्जांपल्स ऑफ दीज. Okay, now definition, what we have to see is what is uniform circular motion. What is actually the definition? ठीक है, circular motion we already know. A body which is traveling in a circular way is called a circular motion. ठीक है, that is fine. But we need to define it for uniform. We already know the meaning of the uniform is nothing but covers equal distance in equal time, right? That is uniform motion. But for circular motion, the definition is something like this. What is uniform circular motion? An object is called a circular motion with uniform speed. When an object moves in circular path is important for circular motion, but it should have what? Uniform speed. It should cover equal distance in equal time. ठीक है? then its motion is called as uniform circular motion. Very simple definition. What you have to write is, what is uniform circular motion? Object moving in circular path with uniform speed. मतलब ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट विच इज ट्रैवलिंग सर्कल में जो घूम रहा है विथ यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड इज कॉल्ड एज यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन. वेरी सिंपल. ठीक है. So you just memorize this definition and you can write it. Even don't need to memorize it. Just you have to write down it's a circular motion with uniform speed. That's it. Very simple definition. Okay. Now we are going to go with this examples. ठीक है. Examples of circular motion. Okay, Aditya, what you are saying, can we use equal distance in equal time? Yes, you can write down. But see, if you use minimum words in your definition, suppose let's say appearance looks good for the definition. So try to use minimum words as possible. Just write down their uniform speed, no? Why to write down so many words, equal distance and equal time? Just it will waste our time. Okay? Just use uniform speed. That would be great. Okay, Urjit, what you're asking, please let us write. Okay, you see, we have so many things to discuss, so we cannot allot a separate time for writing part. Okay, you can take the screenshots and then you can write it down afterwards. Now we are going to talk about this examples of uniform circular motion. Okay, we already know what is uniform circular motion, object traveling with uniform speed. Let us take examples. Okay, because in the exam you need to also memorize examples of this. So the first example we are going to look for is motion of moon around the earth. Okay, motion of moon around the earth. So earth is already moving, but you can see moon is traveling around the earth. Okay, it is traveling around the earth in a circular motion, in circular motion. So that is the first example, uniform circular motion. And how can we say that uniform speed is available? Obviously no. Moon is not going to increase or decrease its speed abruptly. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है कि moon is currently traveling at, suppose let us say 100 km per hour and suddenly it is increasing to 1000 km per hour. Not going to happen. Moon is revolving around the earth from so many generations with the same speed. ठीक है? So this is a perfect example of this. And do not get confused. Huh? Sometimes students make a mistake here that they think that, sir, but the moon or any celestial body which moves around certain planets or all, they do not have a perfect circular path. They generally are elliptical, right? So in physics we generally assume that those are almost circle. Okay, I can understand those are elliptical, but in physics we generally assume that those are perfect circles so as to understand certain motions. Okay, so do not make that mistake here that these are traveling in elliptical paths. You just have to assume that they are almost circle. So you have to take it uniform circular motion example. Second example is motion of satellite around the earth. Obviously, if moon example we are taking, we can take example of artificial satellite also. Artificial satellite is also moving with the same speed around the earth. So that is also uniform circular motion, same speed, okay, around the earth. What about the third example? Cyclist on circular track at constant speed. Cyclist on circular track. So see, these people are traveling in circular direction. Okay? So obviously a circular motion. But how can we say that they are maintaining that speed? That is the speed same? So what word I have used here is constant speed. Now you might ask me, sir, but how it is possible for a person to have constant speed? It is not. It is not possible. Even suppose let's say I am driving this cycle, it is not possible for me to keep constant speed. My speed will change because I am suppose using my muscles, so it might get tired. Okay, I might get excited, so I suppose let's say I might increase my speed. If my muscles ache, my speed will decrease. So I may not be able to keep the same speed. But in example, what you have to write down, cyclist on circular track with constant speed. We are assuming that these players are able to keep constant speed. That is the difference. So in the exam, some students write down this example, cyclist on circular track, and they forget this word, constant speed. Okay, this word they forget. Obviously, you are not going to get marks if you are forgetting this word. You have to write this word, cyclist on circular track at constant speed. Without this constant word, constant speed, you won't be getting marks for this example. Okay, so do not make that mistake. Now let us go for the activity 8.11. Okay, activity 8.11. So it's a simple activity in which some things we have to understand. that is this person, what this boy is doing is he has used a string, ठीक है, एक धागा, a string, and he has attached a particular stone to that string, ठीक है, a stone has been attached, and what he's doing is he's whirling it around. Whirling it around means what? He's moving that particular stone in circular direction around him. With one hand he is able to move that particular stone in a circular direction. So we are just want to know that suppose what will happen if we cut this thread, ठीक है, if we cut this thread, what is going to happen? That is what we are trying to understand. So first thing, if we cut this thread, so I have used red markings here to mention that I have cut this particular thread. So if I cut this thread, this particular stone is going to move in this direction, because see how the stone is traveling is anti-clockwise. You can see that it is anti-clockwise direction, even though it is a circle, but it is still a circular motion, ठीक है, even though it is anti-clockwise. Circular motion doesn't mean that it should always be clockwise. It can also be anti-clockwise, any direction. It just means that it should be circular. So if it comes at this point and if I cut it, that stone is going to travel in this direction, ठीक है, जहां से कट करेंगे, whatever the direction it has. Currently the direction is this one, ठीक है, what in at this particular place, this is the direction. So if I cut at this particular position, it is going to move in this direction. मतलब यहाँ से कि if I cut this particular thread, that stone will immediately take this path. And what does this particular path look like? See, this is a circle, right? And if I am taking a line which suppose intersects this our circle at exactly one point, that we call tangent, ठीक है. There are two things, one is called as tangent, one is called as secant. In the mathematics in circles, if you remember, there are two words, one is called as secant, one is called as tangent. Tangent is nothing but a line which intersects circle at one point. एक point पे अगर intersect करती है कोई line, it is called as tangent. And here you can see that line is intersecting circle only at one point, so that is called as tangent. तो ये path कैसा हो गया? How this path is? This is a tangential path. So in the exam they will ask you that in circular motion, if the object, suppose let's say if the thread is cut, what will be the path taken by the body? ठीक है, body will take what kind of path? So what is the path name? Tangential path. Tangential means what? Tangential to the circular motion, that is the direction. Second question that will be asked to you is why tangential path only? Why not go in the other direction? So answer is very simple. This happens because of what? Because the stone is moving in this direction at this instant. At this particular position, this stone is traveling in this direction. Hence, obviously, it is going to take tangential path. Matlab, it has actually nothing to do with tangent. Problem is that at this particular point, this stone is facing in this direction. And when we cut that particular thread, this stone is going to move in this direction only because that was the direction which it was initially facing. तो उसका पहले का direction वो था. Obviously, after cutting this thread, it took that direction. And luckily, that direction, we have a name for it, and that is called as tangential path. Okay, so what is the reason? It happens because stone continues to move in the direction at that instant. At that instant means what? At this position, it is moving in this direction. So the first question they will ask you is, after cutting the thread, what path they will take? So that is the tangential path that we know. And what is the reason? Because at that particular instance, that particular stone has that particular direction, okay, to move in the direction at that instant. That is all, okay? That is the only thing required. Okay. So